A very good afternoon to all the participants. A very good afternoon to all the participants. My name is Dr. Vignesh. I am part of the National Digital Library of India team. Uh, we are supporting the PN Panika Foundation in organizing the webinars under the Quit COVID and Eco Digital Jan Vigyan Jagriti initiative of the PN Panika Foundation, along with Janus Initiative, Department of Science and Technology, and CCSI. And under this initiative, we have been organizing a series of webinars on the various topics related to Janvikyan Jagriti and Quit COVID. And we have organized so far around 9 webinars, and today is the 10th webinar. And today's topic is Balagopal sir, there is a lot of disturbance from your mic.
Friends, no disturbances.
Okay, so
Is it okay now?
no, I have muted. Okay, so we have been organizing various webinars, and today is the 10th webinar in the series of webinars. So today's webinar's topic is on Janvikyan Eco Digital Jagriti in mission mode. And today's resource person is Miss Vandana Annavaram, and she is one of the very well-known figures in the eco digital initiatives. And now I request Balagopalji to formally welcome our resource person and invite our participants as well. Over to Balagopal sir for his welcoming remarks.
Vandanaji, namaste, Vandanaji again.
Namaste, sir. Namaste.
Thank you, Dr. Vignesh, because Dr. Vignesh is arranging all the technical issues, and he is the controller of these webinar, all the webinars of us. And I'm happy to introduce Vandana Annavaram, one of the, she's a content editor. We can say she's a content editor, content writer, and content developer, content strategist, and so much activities. She's doing so much of activities in developing the content and performing the contents and making it available for the common man with editing, with the proofreading, with the proper fixing grammatical punctuation and all other matters. And he is a Hyderabad-based scientist come what they call software expert, because her husband is a software expert doing a lot of good work for the development of education and technology. In fact, she has written, co-authored with many scientists, Ecomedia, in association with the Ministry of Science and Technology. And we met at Gujarat first time some 1 year back, and I have seen some good traits in her to promoting this eco science. That's why we have invited her to make her presentation on eco science, on eco digital. What do you call it? The topic is today eco. Where is it?
Digital Jagriti.
The webinar topic today is Janvikyan Eco Digital Jagriti in mission mode, because all her action. After I met her again in Vijayawada, this is some 4 or 5 months back in Science City also. She has expressed, she not expressed, she has shown her capacity, shown her what do you call it, the personality in developing science and making science to reach the common masses. I am happy to invite you, ma'am, to this webinar, because from your experience, because you are young, very young, from your experience in developing content development and other things for the sake of the common man. So as the science is going to the masses, our philosophy is to take science to the masses. And in our eco-mission activities also, we are going in a mission mode, so that these eco-mission activities are going to the grassroots level, real grassroots level.
Yes, sir,
and
absolutely.
our this this what they called like promoting green jobs and deriving green economy all over, and especially in Hyderabad, one of the what do you call it, one of the developed and one of the most developed with city where this in Vijayawada, I've seen the science city developed in a marvelous way, where the common man can access there and go there and visit and get all informations and details to have a scientific way of thinking and developing scientific temper. And now I am inviting uh, Madam Vandana Navadan to this August seminar.
Thank you so
Very
much, sir.
smiling.
Thank you.
Sweet.
So,
Yes,
shall we
madam.
begin, sir?
Yes.
First of all, I would just like to start with thanking you for, giving me this opportunity to come up and speak among so many attendees, so many participants. It's such a delight uh, to be meeting you, to be sitting in front of you. It's almost like sitting in front of you and talking to you. Such a vivacious personality you are. You carry so much enthusiasm. I met you in Bhuj. I met you in Vijayawada. The way you carry yourself, the way you motivate people, the way you encourage. There can be nobody like you, sir. And yeah, thank you for inviting me. And I'll share my screen before I proceed with the webinar that I have, with the presentation that I have to make. All right. So I hope everyone can see my screen right now.
Yes, Vandanaji.
Yeah, thank you. So my topic is Jan Vigyan Eco Digital Jagriti, quite an interesting topic. And I think the experts decided to give this topic to me. They must have thought something good. And definitely this has come to me now. Let me start. The PowerPoint is starting. So I wanted to usher in this webinar with a small prayer, but we had quite a few words being spoken about me and about ecology, about preserving ecology, which is really very good. So let me start by ushering in the oneness of all creation with this small prayer, Samasta Loka Sukhino Bhavantu, praying for the peace of all beings. So, like when we talk about digital technology, what is the first thing that comes to mind? I'm holding a phone right now. I start looking at my phone and I start looking at the system that is there in front of me. Digital to me means the system, the smartphone, the LCD TV at my home, just so many things. But what is beyond these so many things is what we have to think about. What is digital technology to the rest? Like how can we make use of digital technology beyond the equipments that we acquire, beyond the use that we have of these equipments? So that is what we will discuss in today's webinar. Digital technology.
Vandanaji, your mic, I think you need to place it properly
Okay,
because there
so
is a lot of disturbance coming from your mic.
okay, let me just try. So Vignesh, is it okay now?
Far better. Yes.
Yeah, perfect. So when I say people start thinking about smartphone, people start thinking about LCD screens, I must be very honest. It is the same which applies to me as well. Like I still remember my childhood TV box, which had this, cathode screen on it. We moved beyond those simple TV boxes to the LCD screens that we own today. So that is how digital we have become. We have fit bands on our hands to count how healthy we are, to count how the steps we take, how many steps we take. The TV sets, the old TV sets have gone to the Raddi Wala and all. So we have become digital to a very normal extent, and taking it beyond that, um, when I talk about, so it is not about the screens that we own. It is not about the gadgets that we own. The screen size can become bigger, bigger, and bigger of the equipment that you have at your home. But what we have in our minds is what is important. How big we think, how are we compensating to the use of these equipments, how best we are using digital technology to the good of all, to the good of ours as well. No, and the huge number of applications on our laptops, the desktops, the smart TVs, again, the smartphones, not to forget, how these have become indispensable. Like, suppose if the internet connection goes slow right now at the moment, I wouldn't be able to give this webinar. People won't be able to listen to me. I wouldn't be able to listen to the good words of Balagopalji and the comments coming in from other participants. That is how technology has become indispensable to us. But yes, these services come at a very high cost, which is indirectly imposed on the environment we are part of. However, there are two sides to the use of digital technology. Let me just say, I'll come to the fourth slide later. Mm. Yeah, so there is a lot more room to the use of digital technology. It kind of opens a new window to the future. It has already opened windows to us, but we will talk about the new windows that it is going to open for the future, for us to prosper and succeed together. So, like, suppose I'm like this pandemic situation that we are in at present, kind of brought us more close to the use of digital technology. Member doesn't keep well at home, and what is the next thing you think about? How to go to the doctor? You cannot go to the doctor in this pandemic situation. What do you think of immediately as a solution to this? You think of consulting a doctor online and taking the prescriptions online and checking out for medicines online. So what is coming into picture here? It is the digital technology that comes into picture. And this morning I got an alert: Hyderabad city is in a yellow zone right now. There is there is an alert by the meteorological department, like there'd be rains in another 2-3 days. So what is coming into picture? That we get such alerts, we get weather forecast. It is the digital technology, of course. And so yeah, that is how digital technology helps us. So how do we use this as a knowledge acquisition tool? Like there are children I see these days, they are more inclined to using PUBG, playing on Minecraft, building farms on Minecraft, shooting on PUBG. They say, I am playing for the country, I can learn something from this, I can shoot down the enemy. But is that enough? So what are we inculcating to the children? So we have got to teach them that technology is just not this. Technology is beyond playing games, and you can move beyond building farms on PUBG, sorry, building farms on Minecraft, shooting down enemies on PUBG. So how do we do that? It is what we inculcate in our children that is very important. Like for young children, gardening can have a very beautiful impact on their brain and soul. It teaches their emotions, and like
like if my son wants to grow a plant, he will come to me and he will ask me, Mama, I want to grow a plant, how do I go about it? I might not have the time to give him all the answers. So I have to tell him, instead of playing games on the phone, you can watch cultivating fenugreek out of seeds that we have at home. So such are the videos that they can watch. They can borrow seeds from my kitchen. That is absolutely okay. But the knowledge they can gain from online, like YouTube or the humble Google, they can just, they can just go there, gather information, put in their efforts, and make their life worth every minute. Make make the minutes that they spend online worthy. Make the use of gadgets worthy. Like, do not use gadgets just for the sake of acquiring it, just to show off to people that, see, I have this fit band, I'm using this, I am clocking kilometers, I am playing PUBG, so let's have chicken dinner tonight. So that is how, like, the moment you score results on PUBG, that is the result you get. You get winner winner chicken dinner. So it is not just about that. Teach your children beyond these things. Like going online is not just this. And do not remain confined to what is being taught in school. If only the teacher tells you how a crop grows, it is not mandatory that your teacher has to come and tell you how to go about growing crops, that crops need carbon dioxide to grow. But let them learn online. So inculcate these habits right from childhood. So not just children, it applies to us as well. Like, how productive are we on, just going on this digital platform? Are we productive, or are we the productivist, is what matters. So, like, if I say I have a home which, where, mm, um, like, I have, in my home, I have two bathrooms. So if I talk about two restrooms, I would need two buckets, or maybe another two to wash clothes and all. So, but I kind of acquire more. Do I need to acquire all this? What is my want and what is my need? We have to justify on that. And the same thing applies to digital equipment as well. What you want and what you need. Because if we start thinking like this in the first place, you know we will stop extraction of material. There's so much material involved in the production process and the transportation process. You just go and buy a bucket, but that is not enough. What goes behind the production of the bucket is what people have to be aware of. Like, do I need so much? So I do not need so much. I will buy only as much as I need, not as much as I want. I can decorate my house with an LCD screen in one room for my child to watch Netflix, and another room with another LCD for other family members to watch the rest of whatever they want to watch. But is it important? Can we not divide a line? Like, fine, I do not need so many equipment. Let me just count what is my requirement, kind of justify my use, and come up with a solution which kind of appeases all. So yeah, it is not important to have equipments in every room. Especially when I say equipment, it means LCD screen, because we are kind of harming the environment also with the, kind of the negativity that comes out of it. Let me not talk in the figures, scientific figures, the knowledge from all that, because yeah, many people talk about that. But I want to talk from a common man's perspective. I always heard my father say, TV से radiation generate होता है. Do not use much phone. Do not keep it near the bed. But do we apply all these things? So we do not apply all these things. Fine, but how are we making use of that? Like, I take my phone to my bed, but what do I do after that? Whatever I do, is it helping other people? Is what is important. So, like, when I said there are children who play PUBG, who play Minecraft, and there are elders too who go online, who go on Facebook, who go on Twitter. They just want to have their social life, all that very active. But what are you gaining out of it? Are you helping the society in any way? I don't think so. So how can you make your online presence really helpful to the people around you is by being sober with the use of digital. I have, like I said, the pandemic situation taught us all a lot about, being digital and being virtuous with the digital, being sober with the digital. I have heard news where there were also students who made use of online platforms, who made use of crowdfunding on online platforms to help with the relief efforts that went to the common man, that went to the people suffering. There were 190 students that came in the news all over in Telangana because they raised around 1.05 crores in just 3 weeks. This fund was directed towards the COVID relief efforts in the state of Telangana. So this is how the young children made use of uh, the digital technology. This is how digital they were. They were, I would say, they were not selfish, they were selfless towards the use of digital and towards helping other people. So that is how digital we have to become. So if you are digital, so when you are digital, how do you go about sharing ideas? How do you go about making a difference? So we have to have a cause. Like I remember, let me go back to the fourth slide now. I remember meeting Balagopal sir in Bhuj, and there he talked to me about how he is going about promoting the use of moringa leaves. Also, along with digital literacy, he is making people literate in the use of moringa. I remember in my childhood was in Jharkhand, Jamshedpur. We had moringa plants almost in the almost in every backyard of every household. So we did not know the benefit of moringa plant back then. My mama used to tell me, eat moringa. She used to prepare moringa like once in a week or maybe twice in a week. So she was like, this is good for health. You should eat. You should eat. We used to take it as a normal mama instinct. So you have to eat this. It is good for health. I did not take it seriously back then. And years from then, when I met Balagopal sir, he talked to me about the benefits of moringa again. Like after years, it came to me as a jolt. So this is what my mama also used to tell me. And after I met Balagopal sir, I went to my room and I started Googling about the benefits of moringa. And there I got to see how beneficial moringa is. So what gave me information on the benefit of moringa? It is the digital platform again. So Balagopal sir told me it is a very good nutritious plant. It can, it can be used as a medicine also. It can be used for water purification also. But then, word of mouth never helps. I was like, Balagopal sir may be an expert, but let me just kind of know more about it. So digital is the platform that helped me with information. And coming back from there, I shared the information with others around me. I thanked my ma that this is what you also used to feed me, and now I've got to know the benefits of it. So yeah, digital is what helps us over here to gain information, to spread the information, and make good use of the information that we have gained. um, yeah, I talked about Kerala. I talked about Balagopal sir. I talked about the benefits of Moringa, how I got to know about the benefits from online platforms, and of course the humble Google. And I just recently, just last month, I also saw how lemongrass, how lemongrass is becoming famous in Jharkhand, and who is helping with that. Like lemongrass is a plant which can be used to make bug repellents, and it has got really good antimicrobial properties. But people in Jharkhand, like apart from a few cities like Dhanbad, Bokaro, Jamshedpur, most of it is in is in the falls in the tribal region. So there are dense forests, and many people, might not be educated, might not be literate enough. So how do they get to know about the benefits, about the benefits of the plants that are being grown in their own land? So it is the people in the city that have some knowledge, that know something about the plant being grown over there, that go there and tell them, See, this is the plant that can make you self reliant. This is what you can grow more in your field. And this is what you can, send the produce outside also. And this can make you self reliant, as I said. So, being self reliant, you are economically empowered. So lemongrass is something which was talked about in last month's Modi ji's Man Ki Baat also. Like the production of lemongrass in Jharkhand has, kind of increased many folds. And the tribal women are doing it. How are they doing it? It is people from the city who are going and educating them on how to go about sending lemongrass for further production, how to kind of extract the best part of it, and set it aside. So the entire process is being taught to them. So it is the people who are educated, who have the means to information, are gaining information and going about spreading and sharing their ideas. And yeah, so this COVID situation was one where, there were many who went jobless. But it is at this time that women in Jharkhand became self-reliant, all thanks to digital technology, and all thanks to the people who used digital technology for the right use, and kind of thought of sharing whatever knowledge they had with the people who deserved to know and who needed to know. So, when I say about sharing ideas and making a difference by being digital, I have one very great example. I have met him in Bhuj, I've met him in Himachal. He's part of our EVI, Eco Vision Indica, under Mission Eco Next. He is Tarun Jain sir from Rajasthan. So he's I would say I'm not sure if I can say he's a very digital friendly person. He is one who would talk about newspapers also. He is one who would talk about stargazing also, and he is one who would who would gather a lot of information on what vaccine is coming next, how it is going to help fight COVID, like what are the scientific advancements and all being made. So he keeps sending all these information in a tabloid every fortnight. The screenshot you can see in front of you, Vaigyanik Drishtikon. So he does not, confine whatever information he has in his own mind. He promotes it, and he inspires people to know more. And whatever they get to know from the newspaper, from the tabloid that he shares, they spread around. Like 2 months back, when we had this panic of COVID all around, there was this news in his tabloid, we may have a vaccine soon. So that news kind of brings a respite. Okay, fine, I just read today we might have a vaccine soon. And the way he demonstrated was unlike the sold media that we have these days. So he made the right use of digital technology. He kind of gives us the right information that kind of motivates us, encourages us, and does not put us into any panic situation. Dr. Vignesh, are you able to hear me?
Yes, yes, Vandanaji. Kindly
Yeah,
go.
yeah. Just thought of checking once because I'm going on and on
Yeah,
and on.
no, it's
Yeah,
loud and clear. Go ahead.
yeah. All right. So going back to the seventh slide, if you see, there are a few children in the slides. I've taken screenshots and I have attached the pictures over here, how they spent their time on the gadgets and made every minute worthy. There is this boy Ashwin who stays right, next door, and there is this girl Yashna also stays in my neighborhood. They watch a lot of YouTube. Any other people might think, oh, what are they watching on YouTube? But they try gaining information on cultivation of crops. I missed that information, so I got back to the slide and wanted you all to see this pics. While on the left hand, you see how others are engaged. We are not sure of what they are doing, whether they are playing game or whether they are gaining some useful, insightful information out of being online. So that is something I wanted you all to see. Yeah, when I talk about being digital, I would talk about my own personal experience as well over here, like how you can, you can maybe go digital and help someone. I remember years back, we had a family in our neighborhood. The child was suffering, the child had some disease, and it was almost, I guess, more than 2 decades back. So the family did not know how to go about the treatment, and that the hospital that they were referred to was costing really high. But then they had to go there for the treatment to be done, for the child to be cured. But then they had no choice, they had to make ends meet, they had to struggle a lot. And they would panic on and off, because of course it is their child, and they did not have a solution back then. The mother would be the mother took a shelter in the hospital, and she was taking care of the child while the father was working in the city and sending them money on and off. And once in a month he would travel and go, and he would take care of the child too. And just take the updates and come back to the city and get back to work again, talk to people on who can help, on who can't help. Situation was so tough back then. But now I recently saw, we have been seeing, and not just me, I'm sure you also know about platforms like Keto, about platforms like Fuel a Dream, Milap, and other such crowdfunding websites. So how you can go digital and seek help for something that you might not have thought of years back. So recently, this man was, like almost at the end stage, and he had lost all hope on getting cured. But then he took off a help of a crowdfunding platform. He went online with a cause, he went digital with his campaign, he gathered people, people helped him, people spread the message of him needing some care, some funds for his treatment. And then the funds got generated, and the funds further helped him to get treated, and now he's about to being cured, which is something we would not have thought of around 2 or 3 decades back. So that is how digital has made life easy for us. Like, I am hungry, I think of food, I order food immediately online. Except for when it was when we had this COVID scare. So digital is kind of helping people in a lot many ways. And we oftentimes think WhatsApp is kind of too much full of filled. There is a lot of gossip going on in WhatsApp. There are so many groups, everyone pings me, then everyone pings me the moment they see me online. But it's not just about that. Even WhatsApp, the basic thing that we are using these days, the basic form of going online, even the villagers using WhatsApp, even the villagers are using YouTube, even the villagers are using Google. So how can we make the information we pass on these platforms useful is what is also important. Like when you again, I would recount my own personal experience here. If I go down, I take a walk and I see a dog chewing plastic. So I know this plastic has come from my community, because the dog is in my community. The dog, I'm not talking much about the dog. So yeah, I saw the dog chewing plastic. So I take a picture immediately and I post it in my community group. So after that, a message goes further, like, this is not how you're supposed to dispose plastic, because dogs and maybe cows outside would also chew, which is not good for them. So you can use digital for the good of other fellow beings, for the good of the animals. Yeah. um, that's what you can make good use of, even the basic WhatsApp, even the basic Google, not the basic Google, the humble Google, for the good of other creatures in this planet. And let me talk about how digital can help in more ways. I have this. So yeah, this morning I took up an exercise. I like Balagopal sir said, I write a lot, I talk more, but today I'm a little nervous. I don't know why, because I have experts like Balagopalji sitting in front of me, maybe. So yeah, you write, you talk, but how are you spreading what you talk and what you write? Are you just putting it in the pages of your diary and not thinking beyond it? Are you just posting it on your Facebook like in a mere 1-2 lines and not going beyond that? No, if you have ideas, if you have thoughts, if you know something can go around, like if it is for crowdfunding, or if it is about talking about the use of plastic, if it is about talking about the use of kitchen gardening, about growing mint crops in your kitchen garden, how do you talk about? You can think beyond your pages, you can think beyond your own Facebook account, you can kind of make it public. And the best kind of channel of making it public is hashtag, is creating a hashtag. That kind of strikes me a lot. Hashtags are great ways to promoting ideas. If we see, there are a lot of people using hashtags these days. Facebook, you have hashtag Facebook. The hashtags are not much in use, but Instagram, Twitter, hashtags do come in account. Whatever ideas you want to promote, give it a name. Like, I will show you how I came up with an idea this morning. If I can, mm, yeah. So a few months back, I saw a post from one of our eco expert, Dr. S. Nagaratinam of Madurai. He had shared the benefits of using neem in rasam. So I took a picture of that. I kind of tried creating a unique hashtag, share your eco ideas. I made an Instagram account with that name, and I posted this picture with that hashtag into the account. So I would request others also. So like if they have any eco ideas, to use the same hashtag. The more trending it gets, the more it spreads out to the public far and wide. So this is how you can spread your ideas too. And just how do you make it trending to the public? You can start conversations with people. Like, if I just Balagopalji talked about Morunga information is all out there on Google now. But the benefits of neem in rasam, how do I make it go to the public? I would prefer talking to people about it. I would engage with people and talk a lot more about it. And I would ask them to take pictures if they are preparing the same recipe for the health benefits to their family. I would brainstorm other ideas they have. And like the share your eco idea hashtag I made today, I would ask them to hashtag whatever they have made and post it on Instagram if they have an account on Instagram. If they don't have, I would ask them to create an Instagram account, share a picture, hashtag it with share your eco idea. And it is just a matter of time. It would be all out to the public as well. It all depends on how popular your hashtag becomes. So this is one very simple way of promoting your own idea, of making it available to the public, so that yeah, the public can also gain some benefit out of it. Yeah, that is about. Did I miss out on anything? Let me just take a quick check. So, when I talk about going digital and working for the good of people, I have very good examples in front of me in EcoVision Indica and the Panikkar Foundation of Kerala, and legendaries like Dr. Nagaratinam from Madurai, Balugopal sir from Kerala, Tarun sir from Rajasthan, Rakesh sir from Delhi, the Birdman of India. All these people are in different corners of India, but it is digital which is what has helped them reach their ideas to the public for the good of all, for the benefit of this planet Earth. I'm really, it is a privilege for me to know all these people. And yeah, they are doing a lot to, conserve this beautiful planet, to do good for this beautiful planet. So I would want to share a poem with you all, which a child has. Yeah, it is kind of a tribute to all the good that is being done in this planet by people like Balagopal sir and the other people I mentioned, and Pampos sir. So Vignesh sir, can I play the poem?
Yes, you can do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. The audio is not clear.
The audio is not clear. Let me try playing it on my system directly.
That would be better.
Yeah. Vignesh sir, were you able to hear it properly now?
No, the audio is not clear still.
Okay. Sure.
Mhm.
Okay, let me just tell you what this child is talking about, how to imbue a sense of gratitude for all we are gaining from this planet, for all the benefits that we are getting from this planet, and how it is important to have that sense of gratitude for you not to, kind of misuse the resources that you have been bestowed with. So that is what the child wants to say here, and I wanted to share it with you all, but never mind, the audio is not clear for today. Mm, yeah, so I'll just close it for now. Yeah. The cause is all one. The cause is to help and protect planet Earth, to make the best use of its resources, to help fellow people, to help fellow creatures, the animals, the birds, the plants, and everything that, kind of breathes life, that kind of gives life. So, whatever you know, whatever information you have, go digital, share it, spread it to the public, let them also know, let them also make good use of it. And if you see someone not using it properly, like misusing resources, again taking it to the public, see so and so is not happening well. And how you can go public is by being digital, is by going online, is by being social as well. Like I am digital, I am on Facebook, that is not enough, I have to be social. I have to have a group of friends that can help me go digital and spread the information far and wide. So that is all I wanted to say. Yeah. Yes, sir.
Thank you so much, Vandana ji. So already I think there are a couple of questions that have come in.
Oh, do we
Uh,
have questions too? Okay.
okay. So the first question is from Dr. S. Nagaratnam.
Okay.
His question is, can rural women use digital services to open their chances for selling moringa and lemongrass?
I would say, like, I would say yes, because I have made a few videos on cultivation of crops. There are some videos that have gained more than 43,000, 45,000 views, and those are about cultivation of rice. I'm sure it is not the urban population that would have seen the videos much. The village women are also aware of using YouTube, are also aware of going Google and fetching information. Maybe not everyone may know like how to go digital and acquire information. There would be some who would know and who could help the others in their community to gain that information and help them become self-reliant.
So the next question is from Miss Vandana Sahi. Her
Okay.
question is, we really need to teach our children to use technology for the good sake of society, but please suggest some ways to motivate and convince children for not using Facebook or Insta too much, rather use it for the sake of good. So kindly suggest some ways to use
Of
it better.
course, that is a question which kind of bothers me as well, because I have two nephews around me always. I have my son, I have my neighbors' kids. I try my best not to let them go online, and if they are going online, how best they are using it. My child comes up someday and he tells me, "Mama, I got this new version of game. Should I download it?" So instead of that, I try diverting his mind. I say, fine, you want to watch something online? Go to YouTube, see how crops are cultivated, or download the WWF website app that we have on phones these days. Look about the informations, look about where panda is. So I try look about where pandas are more in which region of the earth. So try gaining information on what the pandas eat. I try diverting his mind that way, so his mind is not into playing games online or going online on Facebook or Instagram. And I would say, even if they go on Facebook or Instagram, it is not bad, because there are a lot of good things on Instagram, a lot of good things on Facebook. It all depends on the kind of stuff you see. The Like, if I see something about being a woman, if I see something about shopping online, the more like, next time I log in, I see ads about that only. It is all about data science. It gives me the data which I want. So we have to put this habit in our children, to see what is good for them. Even if they go on Facebook or Instagram, make them see what is good for them, make them see what can make them grow as better individuals, make them see what can make them, do something good for the society, for the community, and for the planet. I hope I could answer it well.
Sure. So there was a suggestion from Mr. Sumit Kumar Mukherjee. So
Okay.
he gave this example of Baba Kadaba as one of
Baba Ka
the.
Dhaba. Yes, yes, yes. So Baba Ka Dhaba, um, there was another post. I'm not sure how many would have seen this. Baba Ka Dhaba, yeah, it went viral. And then this pie chart also came up. There are people, I mean, almost 80% of people are sharing the Baba Ka Dhaba post. They're talking about, we can help, the man in the 80-year-old man in the Baba Ka Dhaba prosper in life, make his ends meet. But there are only 20% people who are actually helping him, helping him find the means to livelihood. And we were all wanting, there were people who wanted to take pictures, selfies and all in front of Baba Ka Dhaba, while there was another idli selling hawker right beside Baba Ka Dhaba, and people were just not going to him. So you want to make yourself like, to be seen as someone who is promoting a social cause. The Baba Ka Dhaba has become a social cause now. No, you are not actually promoting it. You just want, some social recognition. And recognition is not enough. Promoting and working for the cause is equally important.
Yes, that's a good perspective. So there is a such a rather a question from Mr. Tangarasu. So online classes are going these days, and how to control the children to not to use social media and other unwanted sites.
As I said, like, if we are using Microsoft Teams, it is all when the online class is going on, there are some children also who go to the chat box, who discuss games and all. It all depends on the school who's conducting, the school which is conducting the online class, to keep a control on the chat box where people cannot chat. And beyond the online classes hours, beyond those hours, it is all on the families, the members of the families. Like I said, I try diverting my son's mind. So even if he's virtual, how good he can be virtual. Yeah, in fact, it applies to us as well. We are also digital. How good are we? I mean, are we the virtuous digital, or just the virtual digital? I am virtual, but am I virtuous enough towards the use of being digital is what is important. We have to be virtuous, and we have to inculcate the same habits in our children also, not just to be virtual, but also virtuous to the use of digital.
Okay, thank you so much, Vandana ji, for the wonderful insights and patiently responding to the questions of the participants. One last question from Ms. Aarti. Her question
Yes.
is, I think we should teach our children or present generation to conserve the resources and use them effectively. I think it's more of a comment.
Yeah, it is more of a comment, and like, I'm not sure if I can use this example. It is not just about the use of resources. It is also about, trying to save and protect our fellow creatures of this planet. Like, the other day there was there were two boys playing in the ground just near my block in the community, and there was this one boy who took a stick and he was just going on hitting at the plant. The leaves were getting damaged, and there was another boy who came running to him, and he said, the plant would be dead, you cannot do this, you cannot go on hitting the plant. And this boy said, my mama never tells me anything. Who are you to tell me all this? And then the other boy who was trying to, give him a good sense, went straight to his mama. Auntie, how could you not teach this to your son? He's trying to, cause harm to the plant. Plants also breathe, auntie. Even if not oxygen, they breathe carbon dioxide. It all depends on the family, and what kind of values we inculcate to our children. Yes. On the you
Coffee and turn.
Balagopal sir, your mic is on.
Yes. Yes, mic is muted. Yes. Is it okay now?
Yeah. So,
Vignesh
yes,
ji?
fine, sir. So,
Okay, okay. Yes. Yes. Vignesh ji?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
yes,
Vandana ji,
Vandana ji.
your presentation was amazing.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, because
Uh,
in fact, you touched the younger generation, the children, and they have been, you're inculcating the younger generation through this digital technology and taking this with the mission mode. That is an excellent. And we are all
so
imbibing your.
Thank you
Yes.
so much, sir. So, sir, today I have a homework also for all the participants in this session.
Yes. All the participants actually, I'm hoping that all the participants enjoyed your webinar and your presentation and your method of approach children, and really it was great.
Thank
Thank
you so
you,
much, sir. You inspire us.
thank you, Vandanaji, and our uh, participants who attended this meeting, and our technical controller, Dr. Vignesh, and thank you all. And next webinar is on Monday, and we are on not Monday, next Friday, because of 23rd, because of some long gap. And our ex-friend from USA, he will speak on the status of COVID. He will speak on status of vaccine development in COVID, and that is very interesting because we all are eager to know. Everybody in the world is eager to know how they will develop this vaccine. So let us hope that by the year end 2020, year end, we will have this vaccine
Yes, some
developed.
positive news
And
coming our way.
thank you, thank you all for this for listening to this webinar of Madam Vandana ji, and it was very amazing. And I am really thankful to Vandana ji for having such a nice presentation. Thank you, Vandana ji, again. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Vandana ji, Balagopal ji, and all the participants. We have already shared the feedback form URL in the chat box. So kindly just click on the URL, submit your feedback, and then collect your certificate of participation. And as Balagopal sir mentioned, we have our next webinar scheduled on the 23rd of October on status of action development on in COVID for COVID by Dr. Pranav Kare, senior scientist from Boston. So we will share the registration and webinar invitation to you shortly. So kindly join in on the 23rd October. So with this, we are going to end this webinar now. And once again, we thank each one of you for your kind participation. Thank you so much.
ടച്ച് പോയി കേട്ടോ അതിന്റെ ടച്ച് പോയി